Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you're the first to see our exclusive content about the celebrities you care about most. Today we have a topic that will surely stir a lot of emotions among our most loyal followers. We're talking about a situation that has shaken social media and revived old tensions. It's about the recent action of Sara, Yaman's current partner, who made a rather radical and controversial decision. According to rumors, Sara deleted old messages on Can's phone, messages containing nostalgic exchanges with Demet'S. This gesture has been interpreted by many as an attempt to erase the past, although, as we know, memories in love tend to resist. What's surprising is that Yaman, known for his meticulous management of his private life, chose to remain silent. Meanwhile, Sara broke her own silence with a statement that made everyone reflect. Sometimes the past can't be erased, but it can be moved. These words resonated on social media, provoking a wave of divided opinions. Some supported her, others criticized her harshly. But what really surprised everyone was Demet'S' response. Known for her sensitivity and ability to turn emotions into art, Demet posted a photo of a flower accompanied by the phrase, "There are things you can't forget completely," a poetic gesture full of meaning which many interpreted as a reminder that the past is still alive, even if sometimes it's in a corner of the soul. Demet's post quickly went viral, becoming a symbol. Some saw in it the fragility of memories, while others interpreted it as a silent statement that what was still exists somewhere. However, what truly marks this story is the clash between past and present. Sara, choosing to delete those messages, seems to be seeking an emotional and digital cleansing. Demet, on the other hand, prefers to accept the past as part of her history. Social media became divided. Some defended Sara's decision, arguing that every couple has the right to build their present without the shadow of past relationships, while others sided with Demet, praising her dignity and emotional strength. And amidst all this, Can remained silent, as if caught between two worlds that won't leave him in peace. This episode has been described by some as the great test of fire for Can and Sara's relationship. Will their love survive when the ghosts of the past keep knocking on the door? Can's silence for many says more than any words. The latest photos of Can and Sara show a relationship that, while strong, seems marked by deeper reflection. Every hug, every glance seems to carry the weight of a past that can't be erased so easily. Meanwhile, fans remain divided. Some hope for a bright future for Can and Sara, while others dream of a reunion between Can and Demet, fueled by gestures like a flower or a photo hidden at home. The story continues, written in every post, in every silence, and in every furtive glance. Real life becomes a collective novel where every fan writes their own ending in their mind. And so we bid farewell today, letting each person choose what flower to leave in their path. Sometimes I wonder how Demet'S manages to stand strong amid so much exposure, so many unfair criticisms, and so much media manipulation. Because it can't be denied. Since her name became known internationally, there hasn't been a moment when they've left her in peace. And the most infuriating thing is that even though she's been moving forward with her career, her life, and her decisions for years, the world still seems determined to drag her into the past, into a relationship with Yaman that clearly belongs to a different chapter of her life. Many people say she's not the same anymore, as if it's a flaw to mature, change, and grow. But what do we expect from a woman who has had to build her image while constantly being judged for every gesture, every word, and every silence? When she stays silent, she's accused of being cold. When she speaks, she's accused of being fake. As Mariana 3976 said about Can, they also want to box Demet in. And yet, she doesn't act to please the public, but to stay true to herself. That's what many don't understand. In a world where everything is a spectacle, someone who doesn't exploit their private life becomes an easy target for attacks. What I do know for sure is that Demet doesn't need scandals to be relevant. She has proven that her talent shines on its own and that she doesn't need to live hanging on anyone's name, not even Yaman's. In fact, as at Pilar Garcia 395 said, enough of mentioning her every time he makes a mistake. Why keep linking her to a man who chose a different path, other priorities, and another way of managing his public image? Demet has earned respect with consistent work, without using anyone as a stepping stone. There are still those who criticize her for past decisions or for her relationship with Sara, as if it were Demet's fault that Can hasn't known how to manage his personal choices. But there's a big difference between them. While one seems to get lost in his own reflection, she's kept a clear line. She doesn't overact, she doesn't victimize herself. She doesn't overact, she doesn't victimize herself. She just moves forward, and that bothers many. Because it's easier to point fingers at a woman who doesn't fit the cliches than to admit that maybe she's the one who's acted with more coherence all this time. And if there's something I'm sure of, it's that Demet has had to learn to defend herself alone. No one has saved her from malicious headlines, constant comparisons, or misogyny disguised as opinion. She's followed her path in silence even when some expected to see her fall. And no, she didn't fall. On the contrary, she's stronger than ever. Because she's understood that true success isn't in trending topics. It's in being able to look at yourself in the mirror without regretting who you are. Many may have divided opinions, but for me it's clear. Demet represents that quiet strength that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. She has built her name, her career, and her dignity without asking for permission. And while some cling to past scandals to avoid being forgotten, she simply keeps walking without looking back. Because she knows that true respect is earned with actions, not with noise.